Hey everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. It has been such a long time since I have written anything or even glanced at my two latest manuscripts. Today is a daunting day trying to pick it back up. I have no idea where I left it. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just reading my last little paragraph. I can already pick up a spelling mistake. Oh my god. I have not spiraled or freaked out. To be honest, I was just concerned about you. So I'm working on my rom-com today, and it appears that I left it. The breakups happened between my main character and her very toxic ex-boyfriend, and she's now back on the dating scene, swiping left and right, and she met someone that she had kind of like a connection with, but she just wasn't sure if it was like the sexual chemistry was there. And she's basically sacked him off, and he's not taking it very well, and he's spiraling, like really turning a bit crazy man on her. So she's like, holy crap, like, and it's so true. There's some really weird people out there on the internet. So she's trying to deal with that right now in the story. So that is what I am about to finish up, and then she's gonna carry on just progressing with all these like funny Tinder, Bumble, Hinge dating experiences. And I'm just loving writing it all down, because yeah, there are like some of those scary bits where there's some weirdos, but some of the stories are just hilarious. Like some of the profiles that you come across on internet dating and stuff, and it's just so fun to like document it. That, you know, when you come across a profile, it's just so funny and unique, and it's just silly. I like writing them down and just, yeah, I don't know. Let's see who the next date will be, shall we? Oh my god, I just wrote 3,000 words and absolutely lost myself for the day. I didn't eat. I don't even think I actually took a breath. I just wrote. I'm tired. I did not vlog much at all yesterday. I just wrote my absolute heart out. I think I'm a bit rusty on writing vlogs at the moment, so just bear with me. However, I literally wrote so much. Look at my word count now compared to yesterday. Dum 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 dum. I am so close to hitting 50,000 words. And that is the basic standard word count for a full-length novel. So I am getting a bit like flustered now. I don't know, like there's still so much left in this book that I want to write, and normally by like the 50k mark I'm like trying to wrap things up and have a conclusion to the story. This time I'm like, is this gonna have to be a series, because it's gonna be a chunker. I am kind of like flitting back and forth between scenes at the moment. I'm just kind of writing whatever comes into my head. So I wrote a bit yesterday where it's after my main character turns 30, and it's kind of like her losing hope in online dating and just kind of getting a bit sick of it, like all the mindless, mundane swiping left and right. And I wrote something, I'll just read a little bit, like, the mindless swiping left and right is getting to me. I'm not finding anyone remotely interesting. All the chiseled, shirtless selfies are sickening. Every bio boasting about height, because apparently that's important, they add, like they're trying not to boast at all. And being homeowners is actually starting to make my eyes hurt. Also, why, for the love of God, does every man within my age range have a child? Is this really what is destined for me now that I'm 30? I don't have anything against children. I'm just a little surprised at how many of them seem to have little mini-me's or little princesses in their pictures. I've dated men with kids in the past. It was actually quite fun. It brings a whole new element to the relationship. You do things that you might not normally do as a couple. Go to the aquarium or get friction burn from going down bright yellow slides in big play dens.
It's not that I don't enjoy that, because I do. I actually become the biggest kid and enjoy it more than anyone. It's purely that I'm being picky this time around, and I'm not afraid to admit that. For once in my life, I'm actually being selfish. I want to be put first. I want to be the priority. When you date someone with a child, understandably, the child will always be number one. I get a match on Tinder, and a message soon pops up. Fancy a cuddle sometime? Seriously, how is that an opening line? Maybe people are right. Maybe Tinder really has just become a place to find a quick shag. I didn't want to believe it before. Most of my long-term relationships started after matching on Tinder. The thought of Tinder just being an app to get a one-night stand upsets me. It makes me lose hope. I miss sex, but I'm starting to feel like I'm never going to have it again. I refuse to have a one-night stand. It isn't me. I flick through my latest match's pictures. I honestly don't even know why I swiped right. He's a pretty boy, not my type at all. I always assumed Tinder in England would offer so much more, but it's really slim pickings, even this close to London. Where are UK's men? The good ones? I don't get it. Victoria says it's the algorithm. She says if you stop swiping for a while and then come back, it offers you the more popular profiles for a day or two to make you keep wanting to log in and swipe. I'm not even interested in the app anymore, if I'm being honest. I'm losing hope. So, yes, that is where the character is at this stage. But I'm also going back and adding in scenes because she's still going through this very toxic breakup. It's quite a slow burning toxic breakup that, you know, when you're in something toxic and you can't give it up. And even though all your friends might just be like, it's time to move on, you need to move on, and tell you how terrible it is or how terrible they are, you need to be ready to move on. And there's nothing your friends can do to get you to that point. It needs to be from you alone. So that's what she's currently going through. But she is learning that she needs to get some self-love going. And that's the message behind this book, is self-love and importance and putting yourself first for once. So she is waking up and realising that she's been treated badly and that she needs to sack this guy off. So that is the direction that is going. And then I'm obviously writing the little bits of in the future, after she is now single and back on the internet dating sites and ready to date again. Almost at 48,000 words, then it'll be 50, then it'll be bloody 100 at this rate, because there is so much in my head that needs to get down onto that keyboard.
It's a public holiday today, and it's really throwing me off. I'm not used to having a day off to be able to write all day. This is like the first time I've slept in so long. It's lovely. But now it is time to get up and write for the day and hit my 50,000 word mark. Oh, 5 more minutes.
You know those days where you just can't be asked to write, but you know that if you do sit down and actually write, it's going to be great. That's how I feel. I'm just back from the shops, and all I really feel like doing is cozying up with my snacks and a bottle of wine and watching like trashy reality television. Like, there's this new series called Naked and Afraid of Love, where it's kind of like Naked and Afraid, if you've seen that, where you're naked and you're on this island and you have to try and survive with someone random that they pair you with. But now, catch my breath. Now they've done like a romance version, so they're hoping that the couple will actually become romantically involved or have a thing for each other anyway. So, however, I do think I need to try and write something today. I'm so close to 50k, so I'm just going to try and write something before I allow myself any screen time for reality television. Let's see what I come up with.
Whew. I wrote more than I thought I would. What are we, about 900 words away from hitting the 50k mark? Woo! I think I deserve a little bit of television time after that. I'm going to be very honest though. So, writing this book, and now I'm going back to the bits where she's going through this toxic breakup, and neither of them are very accepting of the breakup. They both want to make it work, but they know that it's over deep down, if that makes sense. So going through those kind of emotions it's quite hard on me personally, because these things are feelings that I've dealt with, and it's hard to write that down. And
put yourself back in that headspace. Last night, I also had a bit of a moment, a little bit of a moment. I had an absolute panic attack. I was watching an episode of The Bachelor Australia, Jimmy's season, and one of the girls, I think she's like 32, and she's like, you know what, like I know time is running out and I need to start thinking about kids and stuff, and it made me really anxious. Life has not gone the way that I wanted it to. The one thing that I have wanted most in this life is marriage and kids and happiness with someone, family. It's not just that I just want children and a wedding. I want family, I want happiness with that. I want everything that I don't have, basically. And hearing that she's now 32 and she needs to start thinking about it, like, okay, I turned 30 this year. Before 30, I put a lot of pressure on myself with where I wanted life to go. And then after 30, I was like, you know what? Let's just let whatever happens, happens. But I've reached the stage now where we're nearing the end of 2021. Next year I'm going to be 31. And if I haven't met anyone by that stage or gotten close to that point, it scares me. I know that they're saying all these things like, oh yeah, of course, like you can be like 34, 35 and have a kid. Some people even do it at 40. I know that's possible. It's just not what I wanted. I wanted to be a young mum. I wanted that happily ever after. And I think also seeing all my friends getting that on Facebook, I'm at a stage now where a lot of the YouTubers that I follow are having babies or getting married or moving into a house. Girls at work that are a lot younger than me are talking about like their mortgage and stuff because they've bought their own house, and I'm just like, how? I want so bad. So I'm gonna cry. Like, I want so badly to be a mum and a wife and live happily ever after. And I just feel like I'm nowhere close to that. And I don't understand, like, what does life have in store for me? Like, I wish I knew. I wish I knew what to do. So this book is quite hard-hitting for me, and it's one of the reasons why I prefer writing thrillers and dark crime novels, because it's just fun and I can like kind of lose myself in them and forget about all this stuff that's in my head that pressurizes me all the time. Whereas this rom-com, yeah, it's funny, it's great. Like I think I'm only showing you the parts that are a bit more deep and saddening. There are a lot of funny bits in this book. It's just bringing out emotions in me that I always try and avoid. Anyway, I think that's about it for the writing. I might write again a little bit later on today, but for now I think I'm going to do my puzzle and watch some reality television because I just need to get out of my own head a little bit. My puzzle's coming along, actually. Come have a look. Also, I mean, I really like my outfit for the day. I thought it was kind of cute. But yeah, this is my puzzle. I'm a bit confused because I feel like this is wrong. I feel like that is not supposed to be there because there's supposed to be a bigger strip of this belt bit going on. So I'm a little bit confused by that. Oh, boobs. But yes, there's still lots of pieces around the place and there. And then my very sad emo sketch, because deep down I'm emo. All my plants are doing good. I'm just giving you a general update now because why not? This is my herb garden in my window. Got my little basil, which smells delicious. Other little basil bits.
Some chives are trying to come through. I'm not sure if they're very happy though. But the basil seems to be doing well. I think chives are quite hard to grow actually. But yes, they are my plants. Time to forget the world for a little bit, but hopefully soon I will hit that 50k mark. I know I could do it now if I really tried, but I need a break.
I can't believe it's September and I'm wrapped up in a scarf and a big jumper and a winter dress underneath this. It's ridiculous. I've got tights on, for God's sake. I am about, what was it? I think it was about 900 words or 800 words away from hitting the 50k mark, and I have just been procrastinating and doing anything else, like starting Married at First Sight UK season 2, and every other silly reality television show under the sun, and doing a puzzle, which I shouldn't be doing when I need to be writing and finishing off this book, but it's going to be a lot longer than 50,000 words, but I just want to get to that mark. So today I might go out and I might buy myself a little Lego set, because I do love my Lego, but then I'm not allowed to start that until I finish 50,000 words of my book. That seems like a good ultimatum. Also, I need to finish my puzzle. I'm so close, but now that I'm by the end of my puzzle, it's even harder. Why is it that it's harder now that I've only got a couple of pieces left to fit? I'm like, how? But it's a really hard puzzle, to be fair. Anyway, this morning I made a lovely lunch, which I'm taking to work with me. My yummy crispy skin sea bass, scored the skin this morning and cooked it skin side down on piping hot olive oil and some boiled broccoli. So I'm going to have that, read my book at work in my lunch break, and when I get home tonight from work I will write. I will hit 50,000 words. Finally, it's going to happen. I might bring you with me to the Lego store today if it doesn't rain. If it rains, I'm not going to the Lego store.
No, not on the bus.
I bought some stuff. Spending money that I don't have. I mean, technically I do have the money, but I'm not supposed to be spending it because I am saving up for my car. However, let's look at some goodies. So, I believe in power of the mind and buying yourself stuff that focuses on what you really want in life, and then you look at it every day and then it's like your goal to achieve it, you know? So, I really want a ginger cat, and I could actually afford one now. However, if I leave this flat, I know it's going to be difficult to find a pet-friendly place in England in my budget. So I bought a little ginger cat Lego set, and it's so cute. Look at it. I can't wait to build that because I am a child. And then I bought something because, as you may know if you've been around here for a while, going to New York City is literally the biggest thing on my bucket list. So they do have this really massive one that I am desperate to get my hands on of Lady Liberty, but it's like £89. I just can't. So I got a little architecture set, which I'm so excited about. And I think when I do finally get a bookshelf, it'll be such a nice little decor piece. So I've got that, like a little Lego architecture set, and then something that's not Lego related, but I saw it in the shops ages ago in Sainsbury's. And then I went to go buy it and it was out of stock, so I was really upset, and every time I go back to Sainsbury's I check to see if it's in stock, and it was finally back in stock today. So £5.50 Sainsbury's Matilda mug. I mean, a boho bookworm happiness right here. It's got her on a stack of books reading a book, and on the back it says, "I'm wondering what to read next, Matilda." So this is going to be a lovely boho bookworm mug to drink my coffee in, or maybe even wine. Okay, so now I have these Lego sets, and I am not allowed to start them until I hit this word target. That is it. And this is my puzzle, which I am also busy with.
I'm not sure if I've given you other updates with it, but I'm so close to the end. Look at this. I've only got little bits, and for some reason it is just astoundingly difficult to finish it. So I need to finish this and finish 50,000 words for my book, and then I can get onto my Lego sets, which are going to be staring at me. So there's my drive. Anyway, let's get writing. One glass of wine later, and holy shit, I did it. I am now at 50,006 words. You couldn't see my thumb there because my thumb is holding the screen. Oh my goodness gracious me, and there is still so much to write. I don't know if I mentioned this because this vlog is now far too long, but the title I had has been taken by another author and they've published their book already, so I'm just like, now what? So now I need to think of another title, rework the cover design, and I think I was on my drive home from work today, I was like, right, you know what? This is going to be a series, and I think it's going, you know, like the Confessions of a Shopaholic series or something. I think maybe this should be like something, and tell me if this exists, because obviously, as you may know, if you know my channel, I'm a thriller lover and a horror lover, well, a horror hater that tries to enjoy horror. Romance is not my thing, but I'm thinking of making some kind of like a Confessions of a 30-something singleton kind of series out of this. Let me know what your thoughts are, and if you've got any suggestions for titles, let me know, because I bloody don't know. I can write 50,000 words, but I can't come up with a 3 or 4 word title. That's absolutely bizarre to me. Anyway, I'll finish this vlog on my word count so you can see that I am not lying. Where did I get to actually? Where did I get to? So now the main character is really starting to get strong and confident about not allowing her ex back into her life properly. Although, you know, a little bit into the future, she does again one last time, but then things go really bad. So that's the final straw. So she allows him in one more time. But at the moment, he's like trying as best he can to woo her again, and she's clicked to knowing that this is what he does. As soon as he thinks that he's lost her, he puts all of his effort in, and then as soon as she gives herself to him, which has happened 2 or 3 times already before, he just switches and doesn't care about her anymore and just kind of like tugs her along like a play toy. So she's now realised this is his pattern, and she's not going to allow that to happen this time. He's just tried to kiss her, and she ducked her head down and she was like, no, not today. I don't know if that's a racist thing at the moment. Apparently it is. Who knows? If it is, I'm sorry. I don't keep up with the news. Apparently, like, you know the OK symbol to scuba dive? Apparently that's now a racist thing. I'm like, what? How is all this stuff racist all of a sudden? I don't get it. It's a scuba diving sign for cool, I'm okay. I don't get it. I think it's all very bizarre how things are escalating in this world. But I will not do that sign because I am not racist, and I have a fear that people will think I'm racist if I do that sign anymore. Even though it might not even be a thing, but I heard that. So we're going to be nice to everyone because I am literally the least racist person you'll ever come across. Anyway, cool. Word count time. I'm exhausted. Can't believe I did 50,000 words of a novel, and it's like, I don't even think it's like halfway through. This is going to be a series. It's official. I'm writing a series. And I need a title, so let me know your suggestions, please. I really need them.
50,006 words. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.